welcome to another edition of the news analysis. I am Adeshewa Oluwoporoku and I'll be bringing you stories to analyze. I have these. LP seeks cancellation of IMO governorship polls, demand fresh election. Okay, I know you'll be wondering how come, which election are they talking about? This is about the November 11 governorship election held last year. The leadership of the Labour Party has headed for the Supreme Court to seek nullification of the November 11 IMO governorship polls after its appeals for a fresh election was thrown out by the appeal court. The opposition party said it is perceived bias in the judgment, despite presenting evidence to back its claims of overvoting in the election that returned Governor Hope Uzodinma into office. Then the National Publicity Secretary of LP, Obora Ifo, he disclosed this during a meeting in Abuja, a press conference held in Abuja on Monday. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, had declared Hope Uzodinma of the All Progressive Congress as the winner of the poll. But Akonu and the party's leadership of the Labour Party rejected the results, alleging that the total number of voters did not match the figure revealed by the electoral umpire. Addressing journalists in Abuja, Ufo argued that despite making formal requests to reveal over 4,000 BVAS, I'm sure we all know what BVAS is. For the sake of those who don't know what it is bimodal voter accreditation system. It is an electronic device designed to read permanent voters card, that is PVCs, and authenticate voters using the voters' fingerprints in order to prove that they are eligible to vote at a particular polling unit. So the LP officials, the Labour Party official requested to reveal the over 4,000 BVAs which were essential to prove their case of electoral malpractice valid, but the petitioner encountered delayed, which they claimed to be deliberate, not me. The Labour Party claimed that the delayed was deliberate and obstructions, and according to him, only 30 BVAS units were released out of over 4,000 BVAS. They want to reveal only 30 were released, which eventually made their inspection frustrating. And he also said the Supreme Court is expected to act decisively upon the electoral law, given the clear evidence of overvoting, and they expect the court to cancel the flawed election and mandate a fresh governorship election in Imo State. This action is essential to restore public trust and uphold the integrity of the judicial system. Alright, and according to them, they said they've raised this issue during the election as they had clear evidence of abused electoral practices, including falsification and mutilation of result sheets, harassing of the Labour Party agents, snatching of ballot papers, ballot boxes, and open vote buying. And according to Section 53 of the Electoral Act 2010, as amended, any election marked by overvoting should be cancelled. This provision is unambiguous and does not leave the room for alternative interpretation. Regrettably, despite the overwhelming evidence of overvoting, both the Election Tribunal and the Appeal Court failed to appeal this clear legal standard. The situation is early reminiscence of the Supreme Court's controversial decision in the 2020, where similar issue of overvoting was overlooked, leading to the installation of a candidate who had initially placed third. I think the tribunal, the electoral commission, the electoral officials rather, should need to check, and they should release the proper things for the investigation so that things of such won't repeat itself in the future. So I'm very sure the government are going to take up this matter. together and in order to establish the trust of the people, because people no longer want to vote. What's not the excess of voting? Because they won't count. They will surely rig it, which is not supposed to be. Necessary investigation should be carried out in order to establish whether the election was rigged or not. All right, my people, that'll be all today for the newspaper analysis. I am Adeshewa Olu. Join us next time for another interesting edition of the program. Thanks for listening.